Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and I guess I'm eating mud today since we didn't have any crash. I had to borrow some off of Ron Walker, the chart pattern guy, since he ate mud too, so we're all in the same boat together. It seems like we might as well throw the charts out the window, as they just don't work when you have gangsters manipulating the market and violating all the chart patterns that clearly showed that we should have dropped at least 50 points last week on the SPX, maybe even 100. We should have started primary wave 3 down, but they manipulated the market once again. So I don't know what to tell you for next week, but I'm going to go over a few things here just to get my thoughts out there as to what I just suspect, and this isn't all based upon the charts, because again the charts don't seem to be working right now, as they constantly are manipulating this market. It seemed like they were working quite well prior to last week. You pretty much could notice that when the 60 and 15 and 30-minute charts all lined up peaked, they would pretty much roll over in the last month or so that they have done that, and at least produce one down day to where you could scalp, I guess, and make some money with some options. But last week it just totally violated everything. So anyway, moving on. I'm looking here at Benjamin Fulford's site, and basically, if you had a chance to read this while I'm talking, basically the Federal Reserve, the crime syndicate, the gangsters that's been running this whole operation for, I don't know, since 1913, I guess, 1916 when they came into power. They have threatened to set off a suitcase nuclear bomb in the United States. Of course, the white hats, the people, the good guys that are, many of them are in the Pentagon and over in Japan, known as the White Dragon Society, and also the Black Dragon Society. Anyway, there's a lot of good forces out there in various organizations that that way outnumber the Illuminati members. I think I'd read previously with Benjamin Fulford's site here that the Illuminati members were less than 50,000, where they had over a million white hats. So it's just that the white hats just hadn't been able to come to power until recently, I guess, with I don't know, mass protests by the public, outrage by the public, people getting pissed off that they're losing their job, their home, everything. So they're getting a lot of support, and you got the Tea Party support, those backing Ron Paul, and so those people have just I guess gained more power, and so if all goes well over the next few years, there will not be a Federal Reserve, and many of these gangsters will be arrested, and we'll start a new world in 2012 that will be based upon free energy. And let's hope that happens. If so, then we can see an explosion in the Dow to 38,000, like Mahindra is seen in his visions and prophecy because of inflation and stuff like that. Of course, gold at the same time might be 50,000, but whatever. Anyway, as you can see here, the Fed, they're thinking about replacing Obama with Hillary Clinton. Prospect of civil war in the U.S. is growing. So basically, the good forces here, the white hats, are trying to take down the Federal Reserve. And if you go read this article, you will see that, sorry, my cat Lucy again, getting up here on my desk. One of the Illuminati, factions here, the Rothschilds, he has come out and told the good guys, the White Dragon Society, that they're going to have to deal with them if they ever want to end poverty. In other words, they're going to have to work this out between the good guys and the bad guys, and they're going to have to, you read on down here, they're going to have to offer them some type of relocation as opposed to going to war with them and fighting them, because that's just not going to do any good. You know, kind of, I guess, it's similar to what was done in World War II, when basically the United States government took all the high-ranking officials from the Nazis and brought them to America. That's why I, you know, routinely say that it's made up of Nazi Germany people inside the Federal Reserve. So anyway, I'll let you read this at your convenience, but basically they're saying there might not be enough gold to back the euro. So, but in any case, the Federal Reserve Board is going to be done. It will not last beyond January 30th of next year. And this is from the Rothschilds, and these are the Illuminati people. These, you know, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Vanderbilts, many of them. So if they're telling you that, then it's probably an accurate story. Okay, moving on to next week. What do I see here? I wanted to go over this from the spiral dates. His chart, spiraldates.com, link is on my site under the astro moon cycles. You can see that he's got the 16th as a major turn date, and that's pretty much it. And as for, you know, today is the 8th, 9th, today's the 9th or 10th, I guess. So that's already passed, obviously. So this doesn't mean that it's going to go down. These are just turn dates. It could go up or down. The higher this number, the more likely it is for it to be a turn date. So possibly the 16th could be a turn date. Now, if you look at your calendar, you will see that the 16th is on a Saturday. So that simply means, and this is OPEX. This is an options expiration. Well, I found that commonly during OPEX weeks, they're generally bullish, or at least flat after Wednesday. They've already made their positions, and by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, pretty much to stay about the same as they pin the SPY somewhere so that they can rob the put holders for the most part. So if the turn date's on over the weekend, then that means the following week should be a down week. How far, I just don't know. It would make sense that it would back down some during that week, but here's the big but, and this is what's been bugging me for a while now, and that is that stupid upside fake print on the Dow Jones of 11,800. We go over here to Ron's monthly chart, and he drew this line in here as it hits this top right here, 11,500. Well, 11,800 or diamond 118.16 is the actual fake print. So that tells me that they're going to have to run up here and clear out all the stops ahead of time, which makes sense. Rarely do they just go up and put in an exact double top and not clear out the stops, at least, you know. So you know, that's that closing level there. So it's very likely people got some long-term stops up there. You go up to there and you're going to hit probably right here, the highest of that peak, and that will clear out some stops, and that would just make the bears just annihilated. You know, I said that about a month or so ago on the videos, that I thought that possibly we would go up to that fake print first, and then go down to the Dow 8300 print. And I really didn't believe it. When we got down to here and started looking like we was going to fall, we look at that on the daily chart, but when we were starting to go up here, I still believed it was possible. Then we went down here, and then I was kind of getting bullish, especially right in here, thinking, and then I seen it pop up here. Then it failed, and then it failed again that day, and finally it closed right there. I was just about to give up on the bullish case, and thought, you know, maybe that this was a wave 1, a wave 2, and this started a wave 3 down with wave 1, 2, and then there'd be a massive 3 inside of a 3, inside of a 3, inside of a 3, you know what I'm saying. So it was looking that way at that point. It was just, you know, but the charts were moving up, but, you know, nobody to know how high we was going to roll at this point. we could have very easily just put in that one positive day and then went right back down. And you compare that to the weekly point, which was right there, you can see that we could have put in that one bar above and then rolled right back over. But we didn't. We kept right on going. You know, I'd said that I thought we'd put in a few bars positive before we rolled over. Well, we've certainly done that. But, you know, I was expecting at this point for this week especially to be a down week. But it did not happen. You know, after that spinning top there for last week, I thought this week would be a down week. So next week, the only thing, I really can't get anything out of the charts here. We're looking at 60-minute chart, and sure, it looks like it might roll over here, but actually there's nothing really to see here. It's just kind of crisscrossing back and forth. Light volume. It's not doing a lot of anything, so I really don't know what it wants to do. So I don't really see any way of telling what's going to go happen on Monday. 15-minute chart, same thing, just a sideways movement, which doesn't tell me a lot. Daily chart, well, it went up, sideways consolidation, bull flag, it popped up on Friday. So it fulfilled the bull flag, so now it's left with nothing, not really telling me what it wants to do. I mean, clearly we should have failed last week. This should have went down negative, but it was clearly manipulated by the gangsters. And so, you know, are we going to go down now, roll over down, or are we going to start to come back up here and put in, you know, another positive round of histogram bars? I just don't know. You know, with the gangsters out there fighting for their last breath and thinking that they might put off a nuclear suitcase bomb, the Obama gangster gang, which is Ben Bernanke and Timothy Geithner, and I'm sure all the Goldman Sachs thugs and the J.P. Morgan thugs, and of course above all them would be the Rockefellers and here in the United States, and the Rothschilds and the Vanderbilts, all these other crooks. You know, so what they got planned, I just don't know. We look at it for short term, we can see that the VIX is certainly coming into some support right here, and it is massively oversold here. But it could go like this. It could end up like this right here and just kind of go sideways for a little while. So, you know, maybe we sell off a little bit on Monday and then roll down on Tuesday a little further, but not too far. And then Wednesday we got a POMO day, so you know that's going to be a bullish day. So if we do sell down on Monday and Tuesday, if we do dip down, you pretty much, with that POMO day on Wednesday, you might as well be a buyer if you want to be a bull. Me, I prefer not to be, but you pretty much are going to expect that to be an up day. And then Thursday and Friday possibly could just be up as well, or you know, it could be a follow through, or could just be flat days. I don't expect them to be big down days, simply because it's options expiration and they're going to pin that thing somewhere. So maybe they'll go back here and test this trend line Monday and Tuesday, and then run back up in the Wednesday and keep on going higher. But something tells me that they're going to go for this 11,000, let's see, where's it at, Dow monthly, this 11,800, which, you know, on the daily chart, or on the SPX, I'm sorry, that's going to be 12, let's see, about 1260, 1280. Hard to believe, you know, and that's just estimating. I would just, you know, go by what the Dow said, and if it's not up there, maybe it just makes a double top in the SPX and something, you know, I don't know. But week after OPEX, though, we do have that turn date on the 16th. You know, not to say that they're working because of manipulation again, but we shall see. That's about all I can think of to tell you, folks. So good luck next week. You know, just look for November the 2nd to be a major pivot point, especially if that quantitative easing doesn't get passed. All right, good luck, everybody.